Good morning, class 6. So, hi, how are you doing? Wish you happy Diwali again in advance. So, today is Wednesday, so I'm shooting you for SSC chapter the social and political life. That's chapter 5, Panchayati Raj. We are done with democracy. Explanation has been given, forms of government has been told to you. India, from geography, India, natural vegetation and wildlife is also done. So now we come directly to Panchayati Raj system. Okay, what is this Panchayati Raj system? I'm going to explain you. Rest you are going to read and understand through yourself, and you have to do the question answers. Okay, so let's go directly instead of wasting time to Panchayati Raj. Now, what is this Panchayati Raj system? We have to know that, isn't it? If we don't know that, there is no use, isn't it? So let's see what's this Panchayati Raj system. Local self-government system prevailed in our country for a long time. It is described as the pillar of village administration. Under this system, every village was self-sufficient and whole administration was in the hands of Panchayat, whose head is called the Sarpanch. Clear? Okay. If the constitution is a framework for federal structure, then the power is set between two sets of governments. One of the center called union or federal government, and the other state or provincial government. Clear? So Indian constitution has the unique distinction of containing provisions regarding government at three levels: union, state and local. Okay. Panchayati Raj system. Every village and town has their own peculiar problems. It is difficult to find solution for them unless they meet and discuss their problem and bring their decision into force. They have to use that. Whatever problem is there, you cannot find a solution if you don't sit and talk. This work is called Gram Rajya or Panchayati Raj. In order to make the life of a village happy, people belonging to that place should take part in its activities. For this, local participation, devolution or decentralization of power is necessary. Local participation, everyone has to go see what are the issues. Devolution, you have to devote yourself for that, or decentralize it, separate the powers. Distribute the powers between people to do that work. Action can be taken only when power is given to local people. It is for the progress and development of the villages that both the central and the state government have implemented as the Panchayati Raj system. Clear? Now, what are the aims of the Panchayati Raj system? How do we see what are we going, what do we do, what is our aim, what do we want to do, what is our motto? To give more power to people in administration, aims of Panchayati Raj. Introduce decentralization of power in administration to divide the powers, give it to the lower levels. Work for the comprehensive progress in a village. Comprehensive progress. We will go find out what are the issues. Okay, now this is, we'll talk, sit and try to take progress ahead. Discussion. You have to come to know the issues. Local administration in the village. There are two kinds of village administration institutions. For a village and for a town. In 1959, 1st of November, that is the Raja Utsav, Rajya Utsava day. The Mysore Gram Panchayat and the Local Self-Governing Units Act was introduced in Mysore, South India. Okay. It consisted of the three-tier system: village panchayat at village level, Taluk Development Board at Taluk level, District Development Council at district level. Under the Panchayati Raj system, the role of the Gram Panchayat is very important. The progress and development of village depends upon it. It is called the pillar or Gram Swarajya or Grama Suraj. Grama Swarajya, or it's called Grama Suraj. The progress under the Panchayati Raj system, the role of the Gram Panchayat is very important. The total development of the village depends upon the Panchayat or the Gram Panchayat. It is called the Grama Swarajya. Under this new act, villages with 5,000 to 7,000 population and the adjacent small villages join together to create a Gram Panchayat. Where, as in Malnad, the hilly areas, villages have a population of 2,500 only. They are also allowed to form a Gram Panchayat. Every 400 residents will have one representative and they are elected by voters whose age is above 18 years. The term office is 5 years, even in the Gram Panchayat. Every 400 people, there is one representative. Those 400 people will vote, and out of that, whatever he gets, he is elected. It is expected to meet at least once in 2 months, meetings in the Gram Panchayat. Once in 2 months. What are the functions of the Gram Panchayat of the village? Taking care of health and sanitation of the village, providing pure water for drinking, providing drainage and street lights, housing facilities, establishing khadi and village industries, providing elementary education. That is the duty of the Gram Panchayat. Elementary, junior school, elementary education. Now Taluk Panchayat, every revenue Taluk will have a Taluk Panchayat. It consists of the elected members of the Taluk Panchayat. For every 1,000 person, one representative is elected from rural areas. For every 1,000 people, there is one representative in the Taluk Panchayat. In addition, the local member of the Legislative Assembly, member of Legislative Council and member of Parliament are also member. Besides, 1/5 of the president of the Gram Panchayat are appointed on rotation basis for a period of 1 year. Presidents of the Gram Panchayat who work in the office, president in charge, they are rotation basis in a period of 1 year. You have been president for 1 year, again they'll have a meeting, okay, you are changed, now bring in someone else. They want to see who is functioning good. Functions of a Taluk Panchayat, if we see onto that page, if we go of 207, we will see that I'll come back in the next video. That will be better.